G'day everyone, Struthy here, how the bloody hell are you? A couple of days ago I asked on my community tab a little poll question for which future feature week artist I should have. The results are in. I don't know, I don't think it was timed, I think it's up there forever, but I can put a thing now, it's done. But I think we ended up having just under 60 votes there. Of course, Bruce Dickinson ended up getting the major percentage. Gwen Stefani, unfortunately, yeah, we won't be doing Gwen. And of course, yeah, my little joke there with Tayo. Of course, I won't be doing Tayo Week straight away again. But yeah, possibly later in the year. And then there was your vote in the comments that, which I sort of thought I'd go. Honourable mentions, of course, being Floor, Nightwish / Nightwish, I suppose. Marco, I tell you. Sharon Danadell, and Space of Variations, Poets of the Fall, Bandmaid, and Delane. So a couple of bands there I haven't actually heard of, but yeah. Anyway, Bruce Dickinson week. It's not starting today, so just hold on to your horses. It's coming soon though. But what I thought I'd check out in advance is that there was a Doco that came out during. It was a Doco of an electronic press kit or something, or it's a / electronic press kit from Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden album that was released in 1992. The ninth studio album, to be precise. It was their third studio release to the UK albums charts, to the last feature for Bruce Dickinson as the group's lead vocalist until his return in 1999. I'm pretty geared up for this. Just thought I'd check it out. There's probably about 15 minutes long, but I won't do any major editing. I won't be doing any editing. I'm just going to watch it with you if you haven't checked it out before. But if not, the link will be supplied, of course, to go check it out in its entirety. So, this is what we're doing, Struthy. So I just thought, something a little bit, like I said, getting myself into the zone there for a little bit of Iron Maiden week / Bruce Dickinson week. They won't all be, of course, Iron Maiden tracks. I'll find some of his solo projects. Mark Grote has actually suggested a whole bunch of tracks that I've already got lined up as well. So I suppose this is the video. If anything, if you've got any suggestions or some links to some great either live footage, or you want, I don't know, Bruce Dickinson singing with someone, or a guest artist on another band just tour or something, I don't know, this sort of stuff. Yeah, just make sure it's all about the Dicko, of course. So alrighty, let's get into the Struthlings with 3, 2, 1. This is the Fear of the Dark. Okay, yep, Iron Maiden EPK.
Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that something's always near. Hi, I'm Bruce Dickinson.
G'day, Bruce.
I'm going to take you on a journey to the dark side. Believe it or not. The English county of Essex, where the cunning Earl of Essex wooed the Queen Elizabeth until he lost his nerve and his head. But now, something strange is happening down on the farm.
Jeez, even his narrating voice is awesome.
To change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark.
So who grew up listening to this album? Unfortunately, I didn't.
Cutthroats and vagabonds met at inns like this to plan their skullduggery. They spoke in a strange, rhyming tongue. In rhyming slang, brown bread meant dead. Tom Tit went... That's another story. Believe that one or not. Let's go inside, into this little hostelry. Because you see, this is no ordinary pub.
Oh man, it's 28 years old now. Shit.
You see, this is the pub that Steve built. And maybe 1,500 years ago, when Roman soldiers lived on this very spot, they would quaff ale and listen to the minstrels in the barn next door, even as I hear them now.
Yes, there's some music in this too, Struthlings, so...
She fell in love with this crazy machine. She cleaned all the wipers, can't start clean. She'd never seen the beast before, but she did the one in a mile. When she was walking out
think this album got a bit of criticism too, if I read correctly. People always comparing it to their earlier stuff, once again, even way back in '92.
We recorded the last album here with a mobile, so we thought we might as well actually build a control room, and so we do it, you know, properly a mix here as well. So we, you know, because a lot of albums we've done in the past, we've actually
It's his
recorded
first
somewhere and then gone
gig
somewhere
as
else to
producing
mix.
for Iron Maiden too,
It's a bit of an
Steve.
upheaval when you spend like ages setting up
So-
the sounds again and everything for the mix. So we just
Investing in your own
It'd be
band.
really good to do it here, and this is where we rehearse and everything anyway. Really good sound here, so just decided to go the whole hog and put the recording, you know, actual room in, you know.
The last record we did, No Prayer for the Dying, was done in this same barn, except at that time it was still a barn, and we used a mobile recording studio to record it. It was a lot of fun. It was done very
I
quickly.
remember my rediscovering of
And
Bruce
I think
Dickinson and
we
his
might
solo
have
stuff was
carried away
an
with the
interview with him
studio.
talking
I think
about
there's tons of energy
having to
on it,
change
some of the sonic qualities.
a string on a guitar, like they were trying to get as low as they could on a 7-string or an 8-string at the time, and they ended up just having to get a bass string, like a high bass string, to be able to drop down to the guitar.
It was just sort of like t-shirt and jeans, and you know, no.
Which is no
huge stage
secret
sets,
to the
and we
trade,
stripped
mucking
everything
around
down
with those end strings,
to
but still,
get back to
it was
bare
me just
bones.
thinking, yeah, okay, he's
This
coming
one,
up to the new
We're
age.
trying to put some bit more muscle on those bones.
This is when the
and
new
to
metal
that,
stuff was coming back
end,
around. Oh well, not coming back
built
around, just starting up, I should say.
recording
And
studio with digital and knee desks. And
he stuck
all
to
the
his
rest
guns. He
in
wasn't trying to do
manner.
anything like that.
And we spent a lot longer getting sounds that we think match up to the power of the songs and the power of the riffs, things like that. I think that's one reason perhaps why sometimes some people have been a bit loath to play us on the radio every now and again, is that perhaps certain ones of the tunes don't sound as good on the radio as they could do. Which is not saying that we're
There's going to be no
trying to
particular
make
order
radio
to
like
the feature week. First, I'm not going to be doing it in
an album like
chronological
Fear of the
order or
Dark,
anything like that.
songs like
But,
I'll Be Dead, which is the first single.
Ah, yes. Trademark. Character for the band.
It's not
The
quite
icon.
a speed metal or a thrash metal track, but it's a
Eddie.
pretty up tempo for the song.
Yeah, so
And,
just saying.
it
Yeah,
hasn't got any,
keep your
there's not a
suggestions
lush
flowing. I
harmony
do have a few
in
tracks
sight.
lined up, but they could be changing.
And it's also
yeah.
it's fairly, the lyrics are fairly explicit about you know, fat capitalist bastards, you know, ripping everybody off like the Robert Maxwells and all those sorts.
And as mentioned too, won't be editing this video, so please feel free to skip ahead a little bit.
Dying. It's more a reference to the state that
There'll be some die-hard fans that love this sort of
what a
stuff.
rotten
But yeah,
sort
I have
of
not seen this
thing it
either,
must
so
be to be, you know, 16 or 17 right now, and to look at a world which seems to be stuck in permanent depression and recession and all the rest of it, with all the uncertainties that's going on, and there just seems to be a lot of
the documentary
crap men with
Flight
big
666, I believe it's called, or
getting
something
away
similar. If you
with
type that in, that's what
criminal
you'll get.
acts and
Type in
getting
Iron
shoved in
Maiden.
jail for 6
That's a
months
really
and
good
having their
one.
wrists slapped.
That's where
And
see them beyond
I think a lot
old
of
behind the
kids
scenes
must
on
be
tour,
thinking,
and
you know, well,
Bruce
you know,
flying the
there has to be a
freaking
way
tour
out of
plane.
this, and the song is sort of saying, well, the way
Freaking
out of it is
believable.
that you've got to sort of think quick on your feet and be smarter than these people if you're going to swim in the same river. And if you want to get your own ideas and your own ideals and your own things across, you've got to be able to beat them at their own game, and be better at it than they are, in order
When
to do good
businessmen
stuff
become
and,
musicians.
that's what the song's about.
Next week, Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Listen, Mum, I've got to phone you back in a minute, Mum. I'll tell you all about it. Hold on, I've got some people to deal with here. Hold on. Hey, what are you lot doing now? I'm on the phone, you
I
see.
didn't see you there.
Come on, you know, get us a bit of peace. Good to see you anyway. Now you can push off, all right? See ya.
It's a very strong album, and the songs are really, really strong. I'm really excited about them. And I think it's the best sound we've ever had, which is great, obviously, for me being, you know, in the new studio and all that stuff. I think it's the biggest sounding album we've had. You know, the actual drum sounds are really big and everything. And I just can't wait to play it to people, really.
For me, this is the best album that I've ever been involved in. Purely, it's a mature album, song-wise, and I think the playing on it it's phenomenal from everybody. It's been great.
Not too sure how long it took to record either. I don't think Maiden ever came across as like a band that was going to push an album out really quickly. They wanted everything to be perfect to their ears, I suppose.
We're making it more expansive, really. The sound, the overall sound, more expansive. Bigger drum sounds, bigger. We're taking, although we've taken time over all the other albums, obviously, we're taking a little bit more time with the whole production over this thing. So we want to just advance it a bit more, you know, to do some different things, different sounds.
Well, we actually designed the studio pretty much as we were going along. We knew roughly what we wanted to do, but with such an old building, to start you've got to be very careful because in case the thing falls down if you start building onto it or whatever. But so we actually built the thing sort of internally under its own support and everything. So we didn't actually touch anything structurally to the outer building.
Jeez.
But we were doing things as we went along, really, and just testing things out. You know, soundproofing wise, we actually just sort of did bits and then added bits onto it, and so it took a long time to do, but it's been worth it, well worth it.
It's excellent, Phil. It's a really relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. Plus, we've got our own pub and our own telephone. So actually, it was vandalised this morning, so we had to throw this in. So, it's a great feeling.
The perks
as I said,
back in the day
is
to have your own
part and
telephone.
parcel to being able to make, I think, a really good album. I mean, you've got to have your downtime, and when you've got such a good atmosphere around, it really helps.
A lot of the tracks actually will lend themselves very good in live performance because they're really a lot of them are real up tempo.
Imagine if they had the technology
Straight
back then.
sort of
Oh
stuff,
my
you know,
god.
where you can really let go on them, and I think they're going to come across really powerful.
Yeah, a lot of the songs really, you know, I mean, most of the songs we write tend to be written for live pretty much anyway. There's one song on it, a really different song, Wasted Love, which Yannick and Bruce wrote, which, although it's a ballady type of thing, which we haven't really done before, I think, I can really imagine it playing it live. It's, you know, I mean, most of the stuff, actually. I don't think there's hardly any songs on there I would think we wouldn't really be able to do live, or wouldn't work as a live song.
Iron Maiden's about, really? I think people would much prefer to listen to them live or go see them live if they had the opportunity to.
I mean, it's about sort of bike stuff and all that.
And the recordings are just like the bonus.
It's a continuing saga of Charlotte the Harlot, and we had like the first two parts on the earlier albums, so it's like part 3, really.
Anyone you've met or know?
Well, I can't really say. I'm married there, aren't I? You know what I mean? So it's a bit difficult to say. Got myself in it. Probably just have, actually.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this week to hearing this voice. Kick ass.
So it's just basically, you know, you carry in one night and, you know, all the lights are out and you're fiddling around with the switch and can't find it, and just feeling a bit sort of strange, imagining maybe something's in the corner of the room or something looking at you or whatever. I'm sure people have had that sort of feeling, whether they've been drunk or not or whatever. And yeah, it's just all about that sort of eerie sort of stuff, really. Just, you know, being scared to sort of walk on your own in a dark room.
Steve writes a lot of songs about phobias, things like that. And I think I don't know whether it's from personal experience, because he wrote that.
Shouldn't be laughing though.
The words to that song.
Hey.
So,
songwriting is therapeutic for many people around the world.
A guy who's
getting over your phobias and whatever.
Through the park, and the lights start to go down, and he starts feeling a little odd, touch of the Jekyll and Hydes, and whether or not it's from personal experience, again, I don't know, I can't say. Having never been a flasher in a park or
Brucey's still speaking very well.
Murderer waiting to happen.
Very.
There's more than a hint.
What can I say? Just
this chap
with such professionalism still.
Strange happens to him, but it's dark.
Well, that's a bit boogie woogie. This was album cover too had a different artist for the first time or something.
The
We all
inspiration
know
behind the album. Well, it's a set of songs that
they chose someone they were trying to
Go out
update
and
themselves
try
to
and,
92 at the time.
change the world with. No. It's a bunch of rock and roll tunes that represent Iron Maiden. And we've always been a sort of a bit of a maverick band in that we've got this definitive sort of style that we play in, and we haven't really got into some of the more fashionable areas of music, like rap music and stuff like that. Everybody's been bending over backwards to sort of go, oh, look, we're really modern and we're this and that. No, we're unashamedly, Stone Age in terms of our attitude.
What a great quote.
Heavy metal music should have, great big riffs that come, down like an avalanche and sort of like leave you flattened down the bottom of the hill. And that's what this record is.
That's a shirt there. Unashamedly
Fear
Stone
of
Age.
the dark. Be quick or be dead. Wasting Love, the first Iron Maiden metal ballad, just the thing for a little late night bedtime listening, or just the thing to put the fear of the dark into your believe it or not. When I'm walking the dark,
Nice. A bit of Vincent Price coming through. Like I said, he's got a great narrating voice too. I mean, that was fun. Okay, so there you go, that's the Doco. The EPK, electronic press kit, yada. I think that's it, yeah. Appreciate your time for watching that with me, Struthlings, if you haven't checked it out already. If you don't want to check it out with me, of course, once again, links below. But yes, Bruce Dickinson week coming up very, very soon, Struthlings, not far away at all. Don't know when. Like I said, I'll work on a couple of the first videos and wait for a couple of your suggestions to come through, flow on those, and but yeah, definitely leave your suggestions on this one for Bruce Dickinson week, feature week coming up soon with Struthy and your wonderful selves. Alright, kick ass, this has been we'll cut it off there and say laters, use rock, use know it, catch up with us, peace out.